Greetings, Keishlings. Keisha Prime here with my live reaction of Agravity Boys, Chapter 32, but a little bit of an update on when videos will be going up for the foreseeable future. My Hero will now be a Saturday series unless I can't get a translation for it, so Agravity Boys will be the only series on Sundays from now on, and everything else, One Piece on Fridays, and Chainsaw Man on Mondays, and Mashley on Tuesday. Those will be as they have been. So just thought I'd give you a little update. But yeah. Let's get into the chapter, shall we? Also, sorry for any background noise for the rain, because it just decided to pick up and I say something and then it dies down. Weird. Anyway, at last, we've finally done it. What is that? Agravity Boys and written on a card. We've reached 120 points on our OMO card. Wow. And they're all what is this? Wait. Is it like a credits? Kind of like intergalactic money system? Agravity market. They're okay, so I guess it would be an alternate world for them. Are they going to start a business? That would be interesting. Baba is the manager, Chris is the cashier, and you've got that. Oh, okay. We got Saga handing his card over for whatever purchase he did, but he's got freaking HB as a print on the back of his jacket. And then there's an Alpha Jumbro on Geralt's suit. Interesting. Oh, apparently there's a select blend of made by HB. Oh, no, wait, it's HB approved coffee. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Also, the title is called Holocene. Okay. I'm sure you're all a little confused about the sudden appearance of this point card, but long story short, the card is something between us and the higher being. Oh. Just think of it as a type of currency that generates from each transaction with HB. Oh, so they've interacted with him 120 times, or is that just since the system was put in place? Oh, Lord. Alesto was an amazing planet, huh? It's nice to have everything finally back to normal since Geralt and the others got back. Wait, what? By the way, higher being, I have a question for you. What is it? Okay, so this was between chapters 15 and 17. Would it be possible for you to send us to Alesta again? They really do need to get on like some form of transport to other planets. Get that established. That's right, there's a ton of materials and information there. It's the most important planet to us right now. HB, looking at you now, you've got a nice head shape going on. Why? Why should I have to do any favors for you? Oh, I knew you'd pull that. Geez, don't you have a heart? He probably doesn't. I mean, he has like what is it called? The third hand? Like, he may not have any bodily organs at all. You might have gotten the wrong idea lately, so allow me to remind you, you four and I are not equals. I mean, that was a given. You're like a frickin' genie god, you know? You humans are merely my toys. What kind of villain is such a straight shooter? Work on entertaining me at the risk of your own lives. Boy, he's being very straightforward about that. I want to say that he has been in the past, or at least he monologued it at one point. I don't know if they really heard it, but interesting that he's this straightforward. Yeesh, arrogant much? How rude. How rude. I'm just thinking of, what was it? What was the name of the middle child in Full House? Stephanie? I think it was Stephanie. It's been so long since I watched that show. I was thinking it was Michelle, but it was like, no, Michelle was, you got it, dude. But anyway, everyone had to have a damn catchphrase. Anyway. In that case. And so that suggestion led to the creation of the OMO point system. Whatever the hell that is. I wonder what it stands for. As compensation for entertaining HB, we rack up these lovely little points. Do they only get 1 point per interaction, or is it like fluctuate depending on how entertained he gets? Like, okay, at base, you're always going to get 1 point, but it's like, you give me a chuckle, 5 points. You make me laugh hard, you get 100 points. And it's like, if I'm on the ground squirting liquids of unknown origin, you're getting 1,000. And it's like, sorry that sounded very graphic, but it's like, we don't know HB's bodily fluids. And, I was kind of like playing off like, oh, he's on the floor pissing himself. But it's like, do we even know that would be his piss? Do we know what any of it would be? I don't know. Anyway, little points called OMO. OMO. Short for Oblivious Mankind Oddity. Okay. We can then exchange the points for various things. But the biggest draw is that when we reach 120 points, we'll get a ticket for a round trip warp. Ooh. Would you knock it off with the infomercial or the infomercial vibe? So they've been kind of like showing it off and everything. Like, I thought that it's strictly for the audience, but I love that Chris is breaking the fourth wall. I understand getting excited about earning the points we'd been aiming for, but have you forgotten what happened the first time we tested out the system by exchanging our points? Oh, right. Oh, there's an Alpha Jumbo plate? What? We couldn't believe the plate we'd gotten for 3 points was actually just a plate. What? He's got a lot of nerve adding some ordinary old plate into the lineup. This isn't some bakery campaign. But to think these points I earned during my time in prison were wasted in one go. I had a feeling HB would pull a stunt like that. Oh, there's the porn. I think this is a little late, but we could trade 20 points for the September issue of Space Girls Clubs. To be used for research of alien life forms. It says Geralt and Baba. Or Baba's at least supporting that notion. I told you no using it for personal stuff. I mean, alien chick looks pretty hot. The tail is a little scalier than I would want. But, if the parts go together, who knows? Aliens, maybe that's why they abduct us. Because there's more out there that are compatible with humankind. I don't know why I'm saying all this shit. It's coming to mind, and it's what it is. With the same 20 points, we could get a reverse joint at leg. What? He wants to finish, what was that thing's name? Was it Juno? Joan? It was Julius, wasn't it? Julian. That's what it was. You're trying to complete it with a reverse joint leg, though. Gonna turn into a velociraptor? No, wait, their legs do bend the right way. Anyway, and what would you even do with it? We can't let ourselves be tricked. He's putting in prizes that he knows we like so that we'll waste our points. That's about the gist of it. So he's not even hiding it. Whoa, HB. Good job of curing 120 points. So he he must have felt it, and it's like, hey, want to spend them points in a frivolous manner that's not going to get you anywhere, but give me lots of entertainment. Also, we're seeing in chapter 27, I was very impressed when you nearly died from that mushroom stew on a... okay. So that's what he's talking about, not where they are right now. Okay. I was impressed when you nearly died from the mushroom stew on a triple earning day. That wasn't what we were doing for, or that's not what we were going for. Oh, on a triple earning day? That sort of compliment is just creepy. But anyway, that means that we've earned the right to warp wherever we want, right? Of course. However, are you sure that's what you want? Don't you want to easily earn even more points? See, I knew he'd pull this. It's like, yes, earn more HB points. I'm going to call them HB points because OMO just sounds eh. Oh, he's brought out a freaking catalog. I've prepared a new system where you can exchange your points for jewels and enter a lottery to win luxury items. Win big, foolish, funny humans. Gotcha. SSR. Get 20 round trip warps. Oh shit, that sounds good. Also, these round trips, like, do you designate how long you want to stay there and just, like, call him when you're ready to go back? Or is there, like, a time period in which this can work? Like, say, okay, you get literally, like, 12 hours to be somewhere else. And then in those 12 hours, I warp your ass back. Be it if you're in the middle of something or whatever. But there's a mountain bike. Draw item. Draw 10. Is 25. Okay, so these jewel systems are how these tickets are being bought. Okay. Once a day only, 60 jewels. Draw once is 250 jewels. What does that say? Front loading washing. Washer. The SSR catalog or category with a 1.5% success rate includes 20 round trip tickets. It's a freaking gotcha game. There's even 4 types of singing and dancing 3D models. Why would you even want those? They look like them. They can sing on their own. Oh, Lord. How dare you take our likeness without permission and make them into rewards? How can we go for ourselves as SSR? What's up with the gotcha game? It doesn't have a spending selling. And each SSR item, every time I say SSR, I keep thinking of the USSR, aka the Soviet Union. And each SSR item doesn't even display the probability rate. How is there no pickup? Well, you two sure know a lot about this stuff. So Geralt's just like hearing Saga and Baba just having a field day of ranting about it. So I'm guessing they've played this shit a lot. And so until the time comes to use our points, we can't agree to anything, and the higher being suggests. Got it? Got it. They're by the end of this, they're definitely going to spend those things. Especially you, Baba, because you have a previous offense. Ugh. But you're right, I'll resist the temptation. You too, Geralt and Saga. You were almost duped, so be careful. Leave it to us. Chris is going to be the one who ends up fucking it up, isn't it? Oh no, please don't do this to us. I'll be in charge of holding on to the OMO card. It's safest with Chris. Whew. Now to figure out when to use the warp ticket. And there's also the results of the Dagamite or Dagatite analysis to look into. Have you finished your little strategy meeting? He just warps into the lab and he's like, are you done planning against me, trying to outsmart me? Because it's not going to work. I'm going to trick you for my own entertainment. And then I'm just going to laugh my... What would he... He wouldn't be laughing his ass off because I don't think he's got an ass. My trans-dimensional ass? My metaphysical ass? I don't know. He'll be laughing something off. Huh? What are you doing in my room? I'm just here to chat. Okay, so this is another interaction, which means you can cash it in for more points. If I've decided to set your sights on me, or if you've decided to set your sights on me, then I've got bad news for you, HB. Unlike Saga and the rest, there's nothing I personally want. Is there? There's a medical machine or something cute and adorable I'm sure he would like to cash in on. Is that so? I see. Not to change subjects, but do you know Ellipse? Kevlar? One of the 4 top streamers in the galaxy? You mean the Kevlar? He's my role model, the #1 streamer, of course I know him. So he's kind of the PewDiePie of the galaxy. Dude, this is solid helium angry. Okay, so that's one of his streams. Oh god, you're going to either want to meet him, or you're going to want his level of success. Is that what's going to happen? Is that what Chris is going to get taken in on? His video about eating the shadow stew in the Dark Nebula was hilarious. What if I said you could do a collab with your role model for just 100 points? I didn't even think of a collab. What? That'd be a dream come true, but I'm just a little rookie, nobody streamer. You were like one of the biggest streamers there was. While he's a veteran from as far back as the... What? I don't know exactly how to pronounce it, but it's the Quateriana. I don't know. It's a Q word that, to be honest, I've never seen before. And then the Pizla Sin period. It basically, like, I think around the Ice Age. So he's fucking old. And we're seeing like animals of the time. Stellar's sea cow, the saber-toothed tiger, Irish elk. Okay, never heard. Woolly mammoth, and the Makure Chine. Sorry if I butchered any of these names, but you know, I don't know these words. I've never said them before in my life. You were also one of the top 4. Your ranking is quite satisfactory, so this is just in his head. But last time was only meant to be a momentary reappearance. It's not like I have any intention of or reason to get back into streaming. Plus, these are everyone's OMO points. Sometimes it's alright to get swept up in our desires. You're doing very well. No, that's not what I... Besides, in your heart of hearts. I love that he's such a fucking manipulating monster. But also I hate it. You like being in front of the camera, don't you? That's not true. You can't forget the rush of euphoria you get when you bathe in everyone's attention and the roar of the crowd. And we're seeing like scenes from the streaming days. I'm not so simple as to need that kind of validation. But what of the feeling of fulfillment and the thrill of watching yourself? I don't really watch myself except when I have to edit videos. You who were always an exemplary human being and a good boy, gradually becoming an outlaw after overcoming social norms by achieving a persona as a popular streamer. Ah, it's all true. No, Chris, don't do it. There's always been a part of you that felt adoration for the wild and messed up way those three lived their lives. We were just talking about the point card and gotcha system, and now it's becoming a therapy session. Relax, I'll lend you the used up points. It's a fixed loan with an annual interest rate of 15%. You can pay it back little by little every month. God, it's become a credit card now. It's a typical installment plan. And so, oh God, he did it. It's so wonderful to be on your show, Kevlar. Wow, I can't believe it's really you. Nice to have you, Chris. Okay, let's see. Are there any totals? Like people are tossing money in, and there's some comments that most of them I can't read. Cutest thing, or that is just the cutest thing is the whole comment. Instead of a collaboration video, I ended up making a remote appearance as a guest. Oh. I blew 60 OMO points on it. That was half of them. I tried all kinds of stuff to earn back those 60 points. Oh no. Juggling and some weird stuff. What are you doing with those blocks, Chris? Are they even blocks? I don't know. But I couldn't pull off the sort of entertaining stunts that HB liked. And now me and the rest of the guys are on bad terms. I mean, this was going to happen. Why are you in a cat's costume? Even as I take the day job of on Alesta at HB's instruction, dressed up in costume to pass out flyers. Ugh, this is so lame. But I brought this upon myself. It's my fault for getting into my or giving into my urges and betraying everyone like that. Chris, you're only human. But it was still a bad choice, not going to lie. Are you the only part-timers, or are the other part-timers ever going to show up? Sorry for taking so long. Oh, sweet Jesus. Nope, didn't need to see that today. So the other part-timers are literally the other three. Saga is in, like, his clothes are like split down the middle, and he's naked. And Geralt is in. I don't remember what that show was called, but it had like a girl that was like she had like green long hair. I think she was an alien or something, and she had like an animal skin bikini, because that's kind of what he looks like. He's some kind of demon, and I see the horns now. And Baba's having a weird mermaid phase. He got shells covering up his nipples and his junk. So yeah, it took a while to get into costume. Good morning. So this is the rendezvous point. Sorry, I got caught up preparing our lunches. Now they're just kind of like, and there's actually people watching them. Like, what the hell are these people? They're just kind of ellipsers. Well, you see, I ended up getting into two of these, those revenge jointed legs. They all started paying points, and I made a joint appearance on a guest appearance on a show. I got the September edition and 3 back issues. Geralt, I won pocket tissues. I'm guessing that's Saga, poor guy. 78 matching scrubbing brushes and 2 washing machines in the gotcha game. I guess you've got parts in case one breaks down. Okay. Okay then. Hold it right there, HB. Where did you run off to? We're holding a coup right here, right now. After that, HB came to us and said that this was the moment he'd been waiting for. And he actually returned all of our points to us as a favor. Okay, so they're like straight up going to kill him or what? Like, interesting. And that comes back on the 30th as well. Okay, so that's next week. No break. So this is a weird one. I mean, I guess no weirder than any of them, but it ends weird, let's just say. I'm sad that Chris is the one who kind of threw them under the bus by, doing what he wanted to do. And spent half their points, and then the others kind of spent the rest of the points. Then HB just gives them the points back. It's like, so I guess, but it did say that it's like it got what he wanted. He wanted a fun, entertaining situation, and their reactions to finding out that they all spent points was probably what he was looking for all along, because it just makes the whole situation more entertaining for him. But still weird. Also, that streamer, like, damn, how old are you? Like, I don't know exactly how. I assume that's around the Ice Age if we're getting like larger mammals. So yeah. That dude's been around for a while. Streaming. Aliens, man. They're weird. HB, a little bit weirder. But him doing that whole, like, just basically just kept picking away at Chris's resolve. I hated it, but it made so much more sense plot-wise. Because of course he's going to do this from probably time to time. Especially when they're not, doing entertaining things. I mean, he did go to a freaking bar last chapter when they weren't. They were actually doing what they should have been doing. But then he's like, I'll tell you when I've had enough. I've been bored for weeks. And because those little sons of bitches ain't doing fun things no more. Serve me another. So I don't know. Yeah, but he did reward the points back, so But is he going to do that every time? Could they potentially game the system a little bit until he realizes it? Like, they spend the points, they kind of screw with each other, and then he rewards them back all the points, and it just accumulates back and back. Maybe? I don't know. No, that probably wouldn't work, because it's like if you're spending the points and only getting back the ones you spent, you're not accumulating anything else. Also, Chris still agreed to that credit card kind of deal, so it's like, when is that going to come into play? I mean, you gave the points back, so like I said, I think that's still going to come into play, but this was interesting nonetheless. But anyway, I've rambled on long enough. Let me know what you thought of this chapter. Anything I misunderstood, please let me know down below. Check out my other content, see what you like, suggest things for the future. Links down below for all my social media so that you can stay in the loop for my content and also have ways to contact me. I stream on Twitch where I do gaming, and I'll tweet out when I go live. Part of the One Punch Man podcast on Grim Reaper's channel, so go check that out. And as always, thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, Quiche-lings, be wary of credit card monthly rates.